Yo guys, what's up? Today we got a KUGOO Wish 01 Amazon bike, and we're gonna be fully modding it, stripping the bike, and I'm gonna take you along the way of like modding this bike. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm assuming you guys know how to take off fenders and everything. All you gotta do is just take off these 3 bolts. I don't know how well you guys can see, but yeah. Alright, so front fender, rear fender, they're gone. Battery gone. Now we're gonna do the handlebars, and I'm gonna show you how to take the handlebars off now. Alright, I'm gonna show you how to take everything, the brakes, throttle, everything off the handlebars so that you're able to take it off and spray paint it. So if you can see right here on my fingers, there's a little bolt. You gotta unloosen that so that the throttle can just slide right off. It's not fully done, but please be careful when thinking your throttle. I don't want you guys to obviously pay for a new one, as you know, they can get a bit pricey. I gotta unplug it. I gotta go to the motor and unplug it, but that's how you know, loosen it. It doesn't have to be any more loosened, does it? No. Look at there. Fine. Then this is what's keeping us refreshed and hydrated while doing this. That's just gonna take, you know, a bit longer than expected. So he's doing this side. I'm gonna show you how to take the brakes off now. Right here. Yeah, slide mine the thing. Okay. Since we've taken off the throttle, you see there's 2 nuts here. You gotta get some that's the same size, and you gotta just take these off like that. Since, I mean, it's already loose, so you can just take it off. My things don't really want to work right now. This one's loose, and then I'll take this one off right now. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so while he's working on the handlebar, I'm gonna work on the controller. To open up this little box right here, you know, if you want to get your dongle out or you just want to strip your bike, you gotta take these 4 bolts out. There's 2 on each side. You gotta get yourself one of these. You just gotta, you know, this one's in a bit weird. You just gotta unscrew this. Keep these bolts safe. They're tiny, and they're kind of, you know, needed to take, I don't know, put your bike back together so that your wires don't all hang out. Alright, I finished this side. Now I just gotta move over to this side once my lovely friend over here moves. Okay, look, here the throttle's just popped out, and then unloosen this with a bolt, and then you kinda gotta like pry this open. There you go. That's your handlebar. Just gonna keep that right there. And then you gotta just unscrew these other 2 on this side. Oh my god, this one will not. There you go. And this other one right here. Sometimes, on my last bike, I kind of found it hard to put it back in, so I'm gonna show you a good way to put it back in after we reassemble the whole bike again. After that, it should just pop out just like this, and then all your wires will be exposed. And this is your dongle. It should just be empty. That's where you plug your dongle into. Please tune your bike safely. Don't make your, for now we're just gonna,
sorry for the bad camera angle, didn't know at the time
controller mount off. That hold the controller into place so we can get a better grip of it, because it's kind of hard to do it in such a tight space. Because you need to take the throttle out to bring the throttle through. Like you can't bring the throttle through this tiny little hole right here. So we're gonna have to result something different. So I'll let you know if we can do that. But for now, to take the controller mount off, you need to take these 6 bolts off right here using an Allen key. Now we're gonna take off the motor cover. I'm trying to see it. This bolt is being a bit stubborn, but you gotta take 3 of them on this side, 3 of them on the other side. Gotta use an Allen key to get all the bolts out. But guys, remember, I keep saying this, but please keep the bolts in a safe place. Now we got this motor cover off, expose the motor, and now we gotta take this bash guard off. So I'm gonna use this one right in here. All right, so now there's a few bolts right here, a few bolts right there. These thick ones, the big ones, are for the motor. These ones, these big chunky ones. Then these little 3 ones right here are for the bash guard. You need to take the bash guard off in order to get the motor out. All the electronics are almost free. And now all we gotta do is just take off these 4 little bolts right here for the motor. The thing is, in order to take out the motor, we've got to take the chain off first. And it's not as easy as you see. We can't just take that off right here. We actually have to take the whole back tire off and the whole swing arm off first. So we're going to obviously take you guys through it in a bit of an easier way. We're going to take both the tires off at once and show you what the spacers look like and how to put it on, put it off. One thing you got to get right with the back wheel, there's 2 spacers. Well, there's a really long bolt. There's a nut right here, and there's 2 spacers, a sprocket, and a brake disc. The brake disc is always on the right side, and look, there's a longer spacer right here, and there's a shorter spacer right here on the right side. And you gotta get you one of these right here. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's like one of these kind of wrench thingies, and you gotta get someone on the other side to hold this bolt. This one right here. But for now, it's okay. It might be a bit tricky to get out the first time. Look, you gotta hold it right there. There, look. Here comes off the nut. And then from there, you wanna get you like a mallet or like a hammer, and probably a flathead screwdriver, like one of these right here. Here, wait for a sec. You wanna go like this. And look, these things come off as well. Make sure you save those. There it comes off. It's stuck inside. And then look, this big massive bolt should just come out just like that. And then take the chain off your rear wheel, and there you go. you got your tire off just like that. Super, super simple. It's gonna be the same thing with the front brake, you know? You got long spacer here, short spacer here, but I'm pretty sure they're switched. So he's gonna get the wrench to hold this little bolt in place, and I'm gonna get this one. You're just gonna have to pull it back. You're gonna have to use a bit of strength until that nut comes off. Then you gotta do the same thing with the hammer and the flathead. You gotta get it. You gotta go like that. Oh, there you go. A bit down, yeah. Oh. Okay, there comes the spacer off. And I'm just gonna put that in there until this jiggles out. There you go. Another spacer, and then it should just come off just like that. And now you've got both your tires off. Now this one's a bit flat. I'm gonna have to pump that up. And I mean, look at all that progress within like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You've basically already stripped the bike to the frame. All we've got to do now is just take the motor off, the forks off, and the rear suspension and the swing arm. That's it. Just like that, you know, we got everything out, but do not click these brakes. Now we're gonna do the rear suspension. Last time I got stuck on it, so this time I'm gonna try and make up for it. All right, guys, now, since the bike is basically fully stripped, we have to take off the swing arm and the motor and the rear suspension and the front suspension. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this like chain guard off to prevent, because you can't really get through there anyways. So we're gonna have to take that off and lift it up. Ugh, this chain is like hella greased. It's brand new. There we go. Which reveals these little Allen keys right here to take these off. Oh my gosh, it's literally not moving because of this tool, bro.
Try using your hands, man.
It's fine, it's coming out.
I'll do this.
Yeah, and then he's gonna do that side. And it's the same thing with the top half. But you gotta save these bolts. Look, there's some right there, inside of there, and he's taking off this side. But you can see, I'll take this off. Inside of there, there's like a little, I don't know how to explain it. Something big long bolt that runs through this entire thing. And I'm gonna show you how to get that out in the next step. All right, so what I'm trying to use to get this out is a flathead screwdriver. You just gotta hammer your way.
Yep.
Just get that out.
Wait. You like pull this out from here. Wait, try. No, like pull out.
There we go. Oh, thank God. Last time that did not come out. It's like a little roll, just like that. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me just point the camera down. It's just like that. Last time, I don't know why, I couldn't get it out. So we're gonna do the same thing for this top half. Same with this side. It's coming out? Yeah, it's coming out. Okay. There we go. And that just pops out just like that. That means rear suspension off. Alright, now we're gonna do the swing arm, and there's a big long bolt inside here. There's a nut. It's the same thing like the back tire. So what you want to do is you want to grab your wrench on that side and pull the bolt out, but you want to stick like a flathead inside of here to stop this nut from moving so that this bolt is able to come out. And as you can see on his side, he's just unscrewing this big bolt that's inside of here. You just want to like jam it in there so that this is not allowed to move. Alright, here, let me unscrew it now.
Sure. Now it's
Alright, there we go. This nut is out. This one right here. So now what we gotta do is gotta do the same thing with the back tire, same thing with the rear. You gotta get your flat head, hammer, you gotta get that all the way through just like that. Here comes the bolt off right here. Just two little things. This is now where you can take the chain off. So the swing arm will just pop off just like that. And now we can take the motor out and the chain will be able to come off. All right, so now we gotta take this, well, you don't really have to do this now. You can do this whenever you want. But you gotta take off this kickstand, this big bolt. So you might have to buy a toolbox with this exact measurement of bolt, because it's pretty big. Or you just gotta get you a wrench and just do it. Since that off now, you gotta take this spring off, and then this other black bolt right here, which is on pretty good. It's a pretty long bolt. Now we gotta take these 4 bolts off right here. I'm gonna take all of these off because they're holding the motor together. And I'm gonna use one of these. Alright, we took 2 of these out now. Here's the brake sensor. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me do another thing. I don't want the camera to steam up, which it probably is going to. See the poopy brake sensor? Let me just see. It's probably all fogging up. Yo. Oh, it's hella close. I'd say from just people testing it. But look, just put the motor on the floor.
The motor and all the wires.
This is that's a tiny little motor. And the controller. Everything is, all the electronics are disassembled. Here's the brake. Remember, do not move that an inch. Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay.
Umar Yusuf.
Yeah, Umar Yusuf. Go, Saran. I'm out. I'm looking for you. Okay? Just like that. Oh, I just stepped on that. The bike is pretty much stripped. All you gotta do is the pegs and the forks. That's about it. The bike is done. Took us probably a good
2 hours?
Yeah, not even 2 hours.
Hey.
Or yeah, probably like 2 hours. No, not even, because we took a break.
True.
This probably took us an hour and a half to do. And look at my room. Hella messy. And, you know, this is gonna go to someone who wants to buy it. And I'm gonna just turn it. I got it. And bro, y'all gotta like follow my socials, Duffron72. And then I also got a TikTok account called Duffron72 Customs, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't posted any videos on there yet, but I'm probably gonna post a video tonight or anything about this. I'm gonna upload as much as I can for y'all, but it's hard being in school and everything. But expect, you know, a decent amount of videos over the summer from me, just like that. Another one's out, and that is just about your bike stripped.
Except the pegs.
Except the pegs, yeah. Which sometimes can be a bit tricky. The peg mounts. Yeah, I didn't record this part, but you gotta show him. There's a spring inside the
spring
peg.
in here.
Then there's a bolt.
It's easy to assemble.
Yeah.
Just put it here.
That's the
somehow
wrong way.
and put it
You
in.
put the bolt inside, and then there's a little pin, like here. If you can see, there's like a little pin right here. Gotta use some pliers to bend these, and you gotta pull it out.
I'll show you.
Get this, and then you just gotta hammer it through.
This new.
Here, we're gonna do it now. Oh shit. Alright, I'm gonna show you right here.
So
you get your pliers and you bend these pins right here to make them straight, because you gotta pull them out.
And I want to put it this side here, yeah. Then you just push it down. And you have to make them together.
Yeah, you gotta
There, and you just pull it out.
Pull the pin out, just
Out
like
here.
that. Then you gotta get you a hammer.
You have to be careful now, because when you
The
get flat,
spring is just gonna
it's gonna jump out.
spring right out.
Okay, now.
Okay. You gotta be
Oh no,
careful.
look.
Alright guys, here's the end of the video. All of the KUGOO is fully disassembled. Everything is laid out super neatly and organized for sanding and then painting. So this is episode 1, and I'll do all of that in episode 2, and I'm going to show you guys how to really make sure that your paint job is done properly and looks professional when it's super easy steps. So be tuned for the next episode. Goodbye.